I'm going to make a pretty vulnerable video today. I want to talk about my experience with being shy again for like the first time in like 2 or 3 years. I've gone through phases of being shy. Like the whole reason that I made this channel to teach you guys how to talk to women is specifically because I used to be a very shy person. I used to like not be able to go up and talk to women. Like I would go up to women and like shake. It was really bad. And for a long time, that wasn't an issue because I was just so good at going up and taking action anyway that I got to a point where I wasn't shy anymore. And I want to talk today about my experience moving because I just moved to Nashville. Like if you look at my videos from 2 months ago, like they're in a different apartment, obviously. And so you can tell that I've moved. What has changed for me since I've moved is that I've been so focused on my business that I've become a lot more shy and reserved when I'm out in public. And so I've gotten better on camera for sure, but I haven't gotten better with people. I want to talk about that because I think it's important that like if you're going to learn from me, you need to understand that everyone goes through phases and I'm not perfect. I'm not going through and running through girls like all the time. It's just if you see all the results I talk about, like you've seen the lifestyle that I have lived and the types of women that I've been with. I've been with a lot of women. I've been with probably over 100 women at this point in my life, and I'm 25, and I've been in relationships for like 5 of those years. So it's like I had some pretty crazy results just from learning how to talk to girls, but I'm not perfect. So in this video, I'm going to talk about basically two choices and how men don't really have the luxury of complaining. The reason I was thinking about this topic was because I was thinking about I was just like complaining a lot to myself about why I'm shy and why I'm not as confident since I moved in social situations. And it's purely because I haven't taken the action and I haven't talked to people. I haven't gone on my way to be around new people. And it's gotten way better in literally just a week of action. If you're a guy that used to be confident and you're not anymore, just if you take anything away from this video, it's that if you stop complaining and you just go out and start talking to people within a week, you'll feel better. The first day is going to feel like shit. The second day is going to feel like shit. But by days 3 and 4, you'll start to feel more like the man. And by day 7, you'll feel really fucking good. You'll be able to like confidently say hi to people and interject in conversations and go out of your way to give value to people. You really listen to people. But my confidence hasn't been that high in the last couple months. And I think a big part of that is because I was complaining a lot. And I was also just under the assumption that like my social life is fixed. Like I'm just like this fucking god at talking to people, which just isn't true if you don't go out and talk to people. So now I've been socializing more. I've been talking to new people. I've joined a few groups. Like I play basketball 3 times a week. Some pretty cool guys. I have a couple friends here now. And I've been able to like make friends, but it was not in the first month. In the first month, I was very shut in. I was just in my apartment working all day. I still work all day, but when I'm not filming, I'm out of the house. I'm out of my apartment. I'm talking to people. I'm saying hi. I'm going on walks. I'm meeting people as I walk. I'm like, oh, hey, how's your day? What are you up to? What are you doing? What do you do for work? Trying to network, trying to meet people. I'm really grateful that I'm doing that because for me, I've realized that, and by the way, I've noticed that since I've taken a lot more action, I've started talking to more people, I've realized how pointless it was to complain. And about a week ago, I was feeling really down. I was feeling not very confident. I was basically just feeling a little bit lost. It was probably because I hadn't been journaling. I hadn't been introspecting on things I could change. But what I realized was that at that time, I was just complaining to myself in my head. And as men, other people can do this, that's fine. But as men that want to be excellent, as men that want to be like really strong, powerful, dominant in their relationships, that we want women to chase us, we want money to chase us, we want things to come to us. If we want to be men that conquer, that really like take over the world, like that's what we want, right? If we want to feel powerful like that, we don't have the luxury to complain. And it feels really bad to admit that, but you do not have the luxury to complain about anything because everyone in the world, no matter how underprivileged you are, no matter how disadvantaged you are at birth, is playing by the same rules as you. It might take longer for you to work yourself out of whatever hole you've dug yourself into or whatever hole you were born in. But at the end of the day, you can get out. And the only thing separating you from people that are getting what you want is the actions they take, the decisions they make. And that's the most important thing that I really picked up on in the last week is that just as men, like this is me talking to you man to man. This is not me being like some crazy dating coach or something. I'm literally just talking to you as a man. We don't have the luxury of complaining. We just don't. And I have some notes down here, but we really have two choices. We can stay comfortable for the rest of our lives and wonder what if we made changes. So some of the things I wrote down is like, what if I kept meeting new women? Say you settle down with someone that you think is okay, a woman that you think is fine. You're going to ask yourself for the rest of your life, what if I kept meeting new women? What if I kept getting better with women? Could I have met a woman that I like even more, that is more attractive, that has a better personality, that treats me better, that gives me more freedom? Would I have more freedom in my relationship? Would I get pulled around so much? Probably not, I would ask myself. If I quit everything and I just did something else, I would always ask myself for the rest of my life, what if I kept pushing the boundaries? What if I kept pushing myself to see what else I could do? What else I could do that was better? I never want to sit around and wonder, what if when I stagnated in my fitness, instead of stopping going to the gym or just, dialing back, what if I got a personal trainer and pushed myself even harder? What happens if I do that? What if I went out of my way to talk to everyone and look for opportunity everywhere I went? Would I have a different career? Would my finances look different? Would I be making more money? Would I have more connections? Would I have higher profile clients? Maybe I'd have some clients that are paying me, they're very successful and they want to fix their marriage and they're paying me $10,000. Maybe that happens from just going out and meeting new people. What if I stopped caring about the downside of what could happen and started focusing on what I could get out of everything? That's the biggest question that everyone asks. What if instead of sitting around complaining, I actually shut the fuck up and I started focusing on the positive? What could I get from this action? What could I get from going up and talking to these people? We're spending so much time complaining and we're telling ourselves all the things that would go wrong, but we're never talking about the things that could go right, the things that could get better for us. And because of that, we never spend time thinking about what our lives could be. And if we never spend time thinking about what our lives could be, we never spend time thinking about where we could go, what we could improve, how much better our lives could get. We don't spend time thinking about that stuff. We end up stuck. We end up screwed. Because we never make the actions, we never take the actual steps we need to take in order to get results, in order to make any sort of changes. We never actually go to the gym. Or maybe when we do go to the gym, we do 3 sets of 8, and maybe we could have gotten 9 reps on each of those sets and pushed ourselves even more, and our chest could have gotten bigger. And then we would have felt more confident approaching that woman. And then with that confidence, she actually does want to go on a date with us. And then after she goes on a date with us, she actually wants to go home with us. She wants to be in a relationship, and she's your ideal woman, and she wants to be the mother of your children. That's literally what could happen if you just started thinking about what you could change. You are 10% away from making massive changes in your life, but you're just not taking that extra step. And this is just the fact. If you push yourself with more intensity every single day, if you challenge yourself more, 10% every day, your life would be significantly better. It would be significantly harder. It'd be significantly more challenging, 10 times more challenging. Because the reason that 99% of people don't take that extra 10% step of work, the reason they don't take that step is because they're lazy and they don't want to put up with the pain. That extra 10% is incredibly painful. Going to failure in the gym, it sucks. It's hard. It hurts. But it feels great after, because when your head hits the pillow at the end of the day, you know you did the work. Do you want to sit around and wonder what would happen, what could have happened if you went for what you wanted unapologetically? Do you want to sit around and wonder what would happen? Or do you want to make the conscious effort to actually step outside of your comfort zone and live outside of your comfort zone for months or years at a time? Do you want to make the conscious effort to step outside your comfort zone, live outside your comfort zone, and actually surround yourself with other men that will not accept less from you? This channel is not for you if you want to stay comfortable. Like, I don't know where you would have gotten that impression, but I don't want you here. It sounds harsh. It sounds really brutal, but I don't want you here if you want to stay comfortable. If you want to attract more women while staying comfortable, I have bad news for you. It will not work. You might attract women, but you're going to get pulled around like a little bitch. You're going to get destroyed. You're going to get emotionally torn down by every woman you date because you're not strong enough yet. You need to be stronger. If you are strong, then you don't need this channel anyway, because I'm teaching you how to be a man that doesn't get pulled around by women. So it's time to leave your ego at the door. I'm the same way. Like, I opened this whole video talking about how I've been like weirdly shy for the last month because I've been so focused on my work. It's not just you. It's me too. But we are soft and we need to get stronger. And I'm here to grow with you and help you get stronger. What I do is I offer a community. I offer an actual brotherhood, right? There's a link in the description to a Facebook group the Understanding Attraction Brotherhood, where you can join 2,300 like-minded guys that are all on the same mission as you. They all want to become stronger, more masculine men. They want to get more dominant control over their lives. I'm just a conduit for that. I'm not the perfect man. I know how to teach you how to talk to women. I'm really good with women. But at the end of the day, I'm still weak in some areas. If you want to get unstuck, if you're a guy that feels stuck and you want to get unstuck, you need to be a guy that's willing to put yourself outside of your comfort zone for the betterment of your future self. And if you can't do that, your life will stay the same. And that's just the harsh reality. You know, we don't have the luxury of sitting around playing the victim, talking about why we can't do something. Because think about all the times you've actually sat around doing nothing, thinking about all the things you can't do. You've never done anything. You've never gotten anything done. And anytime you've actually grown some balls and pushed yourself to do something uncomfortable, that's when anything that you've ever gotten in your life that was good, you got. Okay, you went to that job interview even though you didn't want to. You went to the gym even though you didn't want to. And then maybe you got a little bit in better shape. Maybe you got a higher paying job because you went to that interview. I want to ask you this. What is more uncomfortable? Being in pain from like self-inflicted pain, like going to the gym and lifting heavy, or talking to that intimidating woman that's like very attractive, or even like a group of intimidating women. That's all self-inflicted pain. It's embarrassing, it's hard, it's difficult. You go up there and you're like shaking and shit and you can't talk. What's more painful? That, or spending the rest of your life not knowing what is possible, not knowing what your life could look like, not knowing if you could have gotten better results, thinking, oh man, I really could have gotten better results. I could have had a better life, but I chose not to. I think that second option is a lot more painful, at least for me. That's why I want to improve. That's why I want to inspire you and everyone else watching this channel to come with me on this journey of not just self-development, but leaning into our masculinity to become more masculine, dominant leaders in our own lives, not only for ourselves, but for our children or our future children, for our wives, for our girlfriends, for the women in our lives, for our families. We need to become stronger and more dominant. There is no choice but to improve, because if we do not improve, we'll become a slave to the whims of other men. Other men will control us, whether it's your boss or the government telling you what to do, some crazy conspiracy, high-level Illuminati shit that's telling you what to do. Whatever that is, they're going to control you if you are not strong. You must be stronger as a man today. You don't have the luxury of complaining. You don't have the luxury of sitting around complaining about how your life sucks. You need to change something about it. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you're new. Comment below. Let me know what you want to see from me in the future. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.